How many times has God reset the world?
Come on.
How many times has God reset the world? He reset the world, let's see, when the flood came.
Mm-hmm.
He just created a whole new earth. He let the water inside, and he created a whole new earth, but he did a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Sodom and Gomorrah, he just burned the cities up.
Mm-hmm.
People. Because of what? Because of the evil.
Come on.
Because of the folks. Because of what was happening in the world. Because they hadn't put him first, right?
Mm-hmm.
When God did the plagues, God let the people go.
Mm-hmm.
Had the people been praying to God to be set free?
Mm-hmm.
They had been praying to God to be set free. And so God gave them a new opportunity. So all the corona, the pandemic, it's amazing how perfect God is in all things.
Mm-hmm.
All of our distractions we put before God,
Come on.
he removes them.
Mm-hmm.
All of our buildings we put before God, he removes them.
Mm-hmm.
All of our traditions that we put before God, he removes them.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
When God resets the world.
That's good.
When God resets the world, he turns everything upside down, upside right.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Everything upside down, upside right. He doesn't leave a stone unturned. I don't care if it's your money, if it's your food, if it's your family.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves it all in perfect order.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I had to think, God did something else. People were celebrating last year, 1619 to 2019, 400 years of slavery. Celebrating. I guess celebrating the fact that we came out. Celebrating that we had went through. But just commemorating.
Come on.
Recognizing. 400 years we've been enslaved. Physically, economically, relationship, spiritually. So 2020, God said, I'm going to make it perfect.
Come on.
I'm going to turn it upside down. Upside right. God has freed us. He's freed us. But what has he freed us from? And what has he freed us into? And are you willing to go? Are you willing to go? So how will you go forward? How will you go forward? Some people, 17 million people without work. That's God. That's God. Folks don't know if their businesses will come back, how they'll come back, and what form will they come back. Let me ask y'all something. If now every church, huge, mega, is online, were the people who were watching online any less Christians before?
No. That's good.
Were we any less Christians? Or were people any less Christians? I'm not saying you got to come into the saints and the fold and the fellowship, but you know, some people got beat on the head because they didn't come into your body. They didn't come into your church. They got a word from the preacher in Louisiana. They got a word from the preacher in Texas. But they came to your church and they got, because they ain't do it your way. So how many leaders are now online? Do they want to be? Is it priorities right? How many had to figure a new way for the offering plate? So God has turned things upside right. Do you see the glass half full? Do you see it half empty?
Come on.
It just depends on how you look at it. You know, I'm praying because last night I watched a movie But I also, you know, if we look at social media for too long, we'll look at all the grieving.
Mm-hmm.
Pastor talked about it earlier. We'll look at all the grieving.
Mm-hmm.
I told my mother it was a family. Y'all made a song. The father died. Left the kids and the mom. They couldn't go to the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
They sat in the car and waited for the hospital to tell him how he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I cried with that little girl.
Mm-hmm.
Because her daddy's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Another wife and mother buried her son and her husband. 20 years old, her son. Her miracle baby. I don't know why. But death is here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Death was here beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Death has always existed.
Mm-hmm.
And when God destroyed, God took a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He took a lot of people.
Yes, he did.
He took a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
The same grief and the same death that was then is what we see now.
Mm-hmm.
But how will we come out on the other side?
That's good.
How will they come out on the other side?
That's
I
good.
pray for it.
Mm-hmm.
I pray for it. Because I said the pandemic, it could have been a car crossing the street that hit somebody. It could have been cancer. It could have been a heart attack. It could have been the flu and the pneumonia. It could have been anything that took them on any given day.
Yes.
But in this day and time, for them, it was the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
So, when God resets the world, all that he did and has done, the systems have reset. They don't even have answers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am listening to Dr. Fauci,
Yes.
the doctor,
Yes.
because he will raise up one to know and have a voice medically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's him, I think.
That's right.
So, medically, you know, I'm wearing the mask, I'm social distancing, I'm doing those things. And you'll see my mask?
Mm-hmm.
My son made my mask.
Oh,
He made
wow.
my mask.
Wow.
He made them for us. He has skills and talents and gifts. And he even knows his mom. He knows his mom, right? I'll wear this, but I still trust God.
Amen.
And
Amen.
God says obey, right? So I'm going to obey and do this and wear this in public like I need to.
Mm-hmm.
But when he resets the world, what happens when he leaves you in it?
That's good right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
When he resets the world and he leaves us in it. Because people die.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But we did.
Mm-hmm.
People are leaving this earth. But we have.
Amen.
So what happens when he turns it from upside down to upside right, when God resets the world and he leaves us in it?
Come on now.
Have you thought about it?
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about it? Why are you still here?
Mm-hmm.
With a pandemic crossing the earth. God's just walking. Country to country. Because you know there's no borders with God.
Mm-hmm. Come on.
His hand just moves. Like this. Right? He's looking. He's seeking. He's seeing everywhere he goes. Who's praising me?
Mm-hmm.
Who's worshiping me?
Mm-hmm.
Who gets what I'm doing? Who's afraid? Who's fearful?
Mm-hmm.
Who's reverent? I saw this one story. I don't feel like being whoop whoop. I just don't. Because I've taken things a little more serious on this other side.
Mm-hmm.
A little more serious. And I saw this man and he said, and y'all probably saw him, he said he had pneumonia, his lungs were full, and then in the middle of the night at 3 a.m., God just...
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
God breathed in his
Do
lungs.
it.
we have not allowed God to go
No, we come on
in
now.
our churches.
No.
We have not allowed God to know the miraculous. The people, to know the miraculous of God. So when you know that God will go in your lungs,
Hallelujah.
and the doctors come in. He said the doctors came in by 6:30 in the morning and said, "Are you a praying man?" And he said, "Been one all my life." And they said, "Well, because your lungs were full of fluid yesterday. And there's nothing in your lungs this morning. There's nothing in your lungs this morning. So you must be a praying man." Because even the doctors recognize when the people pray and something happens that they can't explain, that's God. That's God. He said, God came into my room and God said, "God help me. I had been asking." That's what he said. And he said, God said,
That's sweet. Hallelujah.
he's at home.
Hallelujah.
He's at home.
Hallelujah.
But that's the miracle of God. That's the miracle of God. And we're so busy.
Say it.
11:05, they come in. 11:10, worship. 11:15, 11:30, look at the scripture. Whichever is that row, go take up the offering. What's the program that we have going, that we have forgot and not allow God to be God? We have allowed, and we've done it just traditional. Because it was convenient. It was easy. We did it because we didn't like what people said. We didn't like the time. The people don't like spending so much time. But they'll spend time all week doing nothing. I see more dysfunction and disruption on the internet and the social media and the website and people arguing back and forth and causing just ridiculous. Smart people. Why? Why put yourself through that? Why allow yourself to be there? You are bigger. You serve a big God. You have gifts and talents and things that God wants. But we get distracted. We have talents and gifts in churches, ministries, and they won't allow the people to do it. Because they don't think they're the right people. They don't think they're the right people.
Come on.
So we just keep going with our agenda. Our agenda, right? And from that man's story, the whole breath thing. Genesis 2:7. Then the Lord God formed the man of dust from the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living creature. With all of us, we pray for people. I pray for our area, for our city, and we pray that the numbers don't come to us, and we pray that the people that are sick will heal from this. But from dust, so many people are worried about, could it be me? Could it be us? Could it be my house? Could it be? Could it be? Living under a death sentence before it even...
Come on now.
Nothing else. Yes, drawing. Because our minds are walking in that. But when God breathes, that's a living new creature. If I just heard the one man said he... That's all I need. One witness. I'm the witness of his witness's testimony, and I'm telling y'all. There's 10 or less witnesses right here. Just read his story. Believe it. Because he at home. Believe it. several.
Mhm.
Because they're going home.
Mhm.
This thing shuts your organs down. This thing shuts your spirit down. This thing shuts your senses down. It shuts your taste down.
Mhm.
Everything you know and feel and have lived under, it shuts it down.
Mhm.
Don't shut the spirit down.
No, it doesn't.
Don't shut the spirit down. Because another man, another witness, he was in the hospital, like maybe the UK, and he was talking to God, his spirit.
Mhm.
He said nobody would come in the room. Nobody could come in the room. The doctors, the medical, everybody was behind the shield. But who still went in the room? A cleaner.
Yeah.
A cleaner. Person cleaning the room. They came to the doorway and he talked to him because he said, God, I need something from you. I need you, God. God sent him one person when nobody else would come. A person that prays. A person that asked him about his spirit. A person that said, are you a praying man? Can I pray with you? That spirit is still alive. That spirit is still functioning. That spirit is still growing and leaping and abounding for God, right? When the body shuts down and can't do nothing, the spirit still speaks to the Father. The spirit speaks. The spirit praises. The spirit says, God, I know who you are. And God sends someone in. He didn't have to do He sent a clean. He didn't send the priest.
That's good right there.
He didn't send the deacon. He didn't send the deaconess. He didn't send the trustee. He didn't send the choir member. Prayer partner couldn't get in. The president couldn't get in. The CEO couldn't get in. He sent the cleaner.
Come on, Lord.
The cleaner.
That's a word.
That's a word.
He sent the cleaner. Cleaner are usually near the most dirt.
Come on now. Come on.
Good.
Yep.
They're usually near the most grime. They're usually the entry-level positions. They're usually the ones that are most often forgotten about. Nobody want to give a cleaner a raise. But they need the place to be as clean as they can in the most important times. So then the least becomes the most important. Isn't God something? So how will we respond? How will we respond in this pandemic? I thought about that thing. How will we respond in this pandemic? Right now. 10 or less. Isn't that amazing? How the smallest becomes the perfect size. Ain't that amazing? Ain't that amazing?
Amazing.
We huge today. We huge. We huge. Ain't he amazing? He's amazing.
Amen, Lord.
When you worship in spirit and truth, he'll make you the perfect size.
Come on now.
In any situation.
Come on now.
He'll make you the perfect fit. When he right sizes that thing up, it becomes the perfect size, right? It becomes the perfect size. It's not how you start. It's how you finish this thing. How we gonna finish this thing? How we gonna finish this thing? I got one more little thing. People are upset. This came to me this morning. People are upset Because Walmart's still open.
Mm-hmm.
Grocery store's still open.
Yeah.
I got people emailing me. Lowe's and Home Depot still open. I thought about that thing because I've been to Lowe's too. Mama, tell you, I've been doing some projects at home.
I know, me too.
I found a room in my house I ain't seen in 3 years. I walked through it. I'm decorating it.
I know,
I
right?
didn't build a new room. It was there. But I had so much stuff. I was doing furniture projects and putting stuff out. And, last night, I burned some stuff. So I got a fire pit in my backyard, right? Big old fire pit. I like that fire pit. Fire pit got put in some hellish motives, but the fire pit is there. Okay. I can burn a lot of stuff in the fire pit. So I sat outside for a few minutes and I was throwing stuff in the fire pit. I was pitching stuff in the fire pit. And it dawned on me. And this time, like never before, we need to get our house in order. We need to get our house in order. We need to get our physical house.
Amen.
We need to get our spiritual house in order. Sometimes you just got to be home and concentrate. Sometimes you just got to spend your time right. So, is it any wonder that Lowe's and Home Depot and Walmart are the ones we can go into? Some of us need to clean our house.
Come on now, say it.
We got a pandemic come, and then we got worried about germs. I'm just saying. We should have been worried about germs the whole time. We should have been worried about whether it's clean or not the whole time.
That's good.
We should have been worried about our house the whole time. But then we wait and we got worried. So some of us doing new projects in our house. What you doing at this house?
That's good.
What kind of new project we doing here? What kind of new word are we doing
Yeah,
here?
that's good.
What kind of new ambitions do we have here? That soul man that's still alive. What are we doing for that soul man? How are we growing? 17 million or so people, no work. Does that say you could have changed careers before?
Long time ago.
Long time ago? Could you have gotten more education? Long time ago?
Yes.
Are there jobs that won't need you in the future? Because I will tell you this. You realize when such systems shut down what you need and what you don't need. How you need to deliver services and how you don't.
That's right.
If systems figure it out, people better get it real quick. People better get it real quick. I believe in helping people. Been doing it all my life. But when you help people and they don't listen, and they don't take in, and they don't try to get better, when they begin to live off a system that weren't meant for them to live off of, when they are wasting their talents and abilities, and the system gets taken away, what happens? I tell you what, I look on social media, I see a lot of parents thanking teachers. I see a lot of parents thanking teachers. I see a lot of teachers missing their kids, doing some wonderful things. What can we do better in God's next version?
Amen.
In the reset version of life, what can we do better as systems, as people, as saints, disciples, believers? What can we do better in this thing? How can we get our houses in order? I know I'm not the only one thinking about that.
Bless the Lord.
I'm not. But I've been thinking about it a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm encouraging people to think about it. God shouldn't have to shut us down to get the best out of us. He shouldn't have to shut us down to get the best out of us. This is not a whoop-whoop. This is just for real.
Oh, yes.
You know, a lot of people, I do these little videos and things, and folks are like, oh, girl, you look tired. Whew. Yeah, I am. Bags under my eyes, looking a little tired, try to come in peppy, doing stuff. But for 18 months, I've been working and earning a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Bless the
Yeah.
Lord.
Hallelujah.
Glory God.
I'm 4
Thank you,
weeks
Lord.
away from
Uh-oh.
finishing
Thank you, Lord.
my master's.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Lord.
But I knew what I needed on the other side of this public life, government life. I knew I needed more.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I could have more. So I started the work back here. And I've been grinding it. I've been grinding. Sleepless nights. Working from job to job. Classes, running in, picking up books, doing this, having meetings, going from meeting to laptop to doing this and doing that for 18 months. And in 4 weeks.
Glory God. That's awesome.
In 4 weeks. I said, Lord, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard trying to lead and work and educate yourself. But you got to do it.
Grace.
You got to do it. Grace and mercy.
Yes.
He'll take care of you along the way. He'll give you rest when you need it. He'll give you money when you need it. He'll take care of your pockets, your food, and everything else. He just says, go in the purpose that I have for you.
Amen.
If I had said, no, that's too hard. I can't do all of that at the same time. I wouldn't have be 4 weeks away. So I don't know what's on the other side for anybody. But everybody has a self-checklist. I keep seeing all this self-care stuff. Self-care, self-check, self-purpose. Check off your purpose list. Now that we are in these quiet times. Less than social times. All that stuff that was a distraction, that was keeping you from your purpose.
Amen to that.
I think about sometimes, look, some people might get a little offended, but I'm sorry. Some people spend more on their nails, hair, and eyelashes than they do putting books in the house for their kids.
Say that.
Amen.
And then you want the system to figure out how to get a book to your child. I mean, it's harsh, but it's real.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
System can't figure out everything.
No, they can't. You got to do something. Yeah.
People got to do something
Yes. Yeah, you do.
when you can.
You got to do that.
Isn't it something how this pandemic gets swept over, affecting the elderly,
Yeah.
the most vulnerable, the people with underlying health conditions,
Yes.
the weakest among us. But the fit and strong, people could be out doing all they want to do. Always out doing all they want to do. What are we going to do? We don't have nobody, we don't have any, nobody, well, how we going to eat? You were the health and strength to figure this out before all this happened.
Yeah.
How you going to come out on the other end? Don't have somewhere to ship the kids to.
No, it doesn't.
Daycare is closed.
Come on.
Institutions, schools closed.
Yeah.
Churches closed.
Yeah.
Now you got to deal with your own kids.
Yeah.
We all did. We all had to deal with our own kids. We all did.
Yeah, we did.
Sometimes we're going to have to get back to the basics.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to get back to the basics. I see kids learning chores that my grandma taught us. I love it. Kids learn how to cut grass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, parents not working, I understand that, but that's good family time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good bonding time.
Yes.
Maybe the kids need that.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all have become so distracted.
Mm-hmm.
We'd rather be out than at home. Domestic violence is up.
Mm.
Abuse is up. Because we're not used to being around people
Mm-hmm.
in our own house. We got to get to know ourselves. We have to get to know others. We got to get our house in order.
Mm-hmm.
I told you, it wasn't a whoop-whoop message, but it's a right fit message. We can dream. We can aspire. We can encourage. But we have to be the do, the action. We have to take the steps. This is a step moment. This is a step moment. How many times, how many pandemics do we live through? 1918 they talk about. All these other times, historically, that were nothing that anybody had ever seen before. We didn't think at the end of December we would be house sitting in 2020.
No, we didn't.
We didn't. We know, we were being warned. We were being told. And then it happens, and we get shut down. For what? Could it be to listen? Could it be to hear? Could it be to act? Could it be to clean up? Imagine hygiene being the most important thing at this time. Wash your hands. What do we have on our hands we need to wash off? How much is on our hands that we need to wash off? This is the time to think about it. Because we're going to get busy again. Things are going to come back up. I look at, God, I feel for what New York is going through. Washington, New York, New Orleans, all these epicenters. But it's amazing. Last thing that happened was 9/11. It's amazing how our economy gets hit every time. It's about money. How are we going to come out on the other side of this without money? The things that are threatened, when 99 to 2000 happened, we were buying water and storing it up, and no one thought, we didn't know if we'd get through to 2000, to that next day. All our money was going to be gone, the computer systems, the ATMs, folks was burying money in the ground. And we got through. But it was our money. 9/11. World Trade Centers. Again, money frozen. Couldn't get it. Now, the whole economy. Still. But we've been given another opportunity. Not only the house, but our financial house. Our financial house. We've been given another opportunity to get our financial house in order.
Come on.
Because I pray that the wealth of the wicked will turn over to the just. He didn't say how we were going to get it. But when you get it, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to use it? How are you going to use it to benefit your family? How are you going to use it to benefit your future? We have to start thinking about those things. And amazingly, the house and its leadership don't always want to help people think about those things.
Amen.
We don't always teach people about our money, but we want them paying all the bills. So I think there are a lot of things that are coming up right side still in this go round. And we have to take heed, and we have to follow, and we have to listen, and we have to utilize the time to become a part of this reset. Because it only happens once like this in a lifetime, maybe. We don't know God's plan. He might have another time. But this is our warning to be ready. Because we've seen how it came through. We've seen what it could do. So how are we going to come out on the other side prepared and